It's your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved, back with you once again. We have something special here. We have an individual that is not only a fan and supporter like everyone else, but something you need to understand is that they've actually been in a situation with a story they're going to tell. You don't want to miss this story. It has a lot to do with the topic I discussed yesterday, and it's going to provide some clarity for the way I addressed the topic yesterday. So we got Queen Prodigy and Chris A on the line, as you know how we rock. And I'm going to let Josh take the floor and begin to discuss what exactly happened.
Hell yeah. You want me to start right now?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, well, basically, I heard about this rapper through listening to Wi-Fi's Funeral's Boy Who Cried Wolf, and he is one of many features on that album, and that's one of my favorite albums ever. It never gets old. I listen to it all the time. I am a big fan of that album, and so I heard about him, and I was like, wow, I really want to dig into him. I want to see what his music sounds like. That's what I do all the time. I'm always looking and digging into older and older and newer music. Like, I'm not like trying to listen to like the top names. Like, I always try to listen to like smaller people. And so I was like, yeah, let's listen to this guy. None of my friends listen to this guy. And so I looked him up, and I was like, wow, I love all his music. Like, this guy is awesome. He makes really good music. So I started like following him on Instagram and stuff. Then all of a sudden, he posted a thing on his Instagram story that I'm sure everybody's seen before, and it'll be like just like a black picture with white letters, and it'll be like, hit me up for a feature, have money ready, PayPal, whatever. And I was hanging out with all my friends and stuff, and I was like, guys, look at his freaking look at what if I sent him some money? Like, what if I did a song with him? And they were all like, dude, do it, that'd be so cool. Because like I've rapped before a little bit, like just joking around. I like never like was serious about it at first, but I was really into music. I've always been obsessed with music my whole life. My mom was in a band and shit her whole life, and would do like shows and stuff. But so I've always been into music. My mom has always like been a big influence. But so basically, I hit him up. I hit him up on Instagram, and it said on his Instagram story, hit me up for a feature. So I was like, screw it, I have some money. Let's hit him up. I'm a fan. I love his music. That would be pretty cool if I had a song with him. So I was like, yo, I want a feature. And then he responded to me, and he said 1,100. And I was like, okay, like I have that. Like it would still be cool. Like, yeah, let's do it. Do you have a song, or do I have to do it? And then he goes, you. He's like being like really short. It's like one word and stuff. I was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it and stuff. And then like he gave me his number, and then we like FaceTimed a little bit, and we like talked on the phone and stuff. And so when I was sending him the 1,100, he was telling me to send him 500 first, and then we do the song, and then he sends the other 600. And
well, real quick, I'm gonna ask you something. Don't forget your thoughts. I'm gonna ask you something. Now, there was 3 other names that received money. It was 2 men and
yes.
one woman. Can you tell me without saying their name?
Hello?
Hold on, YouTube's playing games. All right, we're back. The Cash App. The Cash App one. There were 3 people you sent stuff to.
Yeah, it's PayPal.
Okay. Why did you send money to them and not to him? Did he tell you to send money to them?
I don't have an answer. So I was just a fan. I didn't really want to question anything, but when I looked up one of the names, it that has produced songs for XxxTentacion. So I was assuming that the rapper that I was sending the money to, he wanted me to send him 500 to that producer. So I was thinking, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
You have to pay for the studio.
Okay, I got that.
So I was trying to make it okay in my head, like, oh, it's okay.
No, I agree. Now, I get that. But the girl, what did she have to do with anything?
Dude, I didn't know. Dude, I had no idea. I don't know.
Neither do I.
Dude, I have no clue. And there was like a time where the money was like my money. I had to put in my bank account and it had to like clear for a day.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Dude.
Was he simping? What was he doing?
What
Was he simping? Why?
He's crazy, bro. I have no idea. It's bad, and
oh my God!
I had no fucking idea who I was sending the money to. It was just like okay, like he was giving me emails to send it to, and then I would just send it as fast as I could.
Was he paying for a session?
Bro.
What was he doing?
If I'm paying for a session, that's so fucked. That's fucked. Like I'm not trying to do that. I'm paying for a session of him. I'm not paying for any other type of session besides him in the studio. That's the only session I'm paying for.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted that part because we are. You're good.
That's fucking hilarious.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh man.
All right. So I sent him the 1100. Blah blah blah, and then we talked like a little bit or whatever. So I had to do all these songs myself. So I heard about this DJ that my friend told me about, and he makes some good music, and he usually produces, but he like does verses too. And I had to do these songs myself. I had to make them all myself. But I hit up his name is like DJ. It was like Big Drip or whatever. He's like a guy in Massachusetts. He's really cool guy. It's awesome. But he made the beats, and he charged me $100 each for them. And okay, so what happened? Okay, so I just actually skipped the part. So after I bought the $1,100, about a couple days later, he was like, "Yo, instead of doing one song for $1,100, I'll do. If you send me another 1,000, I'll do."
They said, songs. "Can you turn your volume up?" They asked.
Okay, turn my volume up.
Yeah, so they can hear you a little better. Is it up all the way?
It is up all the way.
Okay.
I mean, I can get like closer like this.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay, so I sent the first $1,100 for the first song, and that happened. And then a couple days passed, and he was starting to message me and call me, and he said, "Yo, if you want to send another 1,000, then I'll do a 4-song EP, blah blah blah." And that was before he had dropped like a real album. He only dropped like a couple mixtapes and stuff, and he was like featured in Wi-Fi's Funeral's Boy Who Cried Wolf album, and he was like featured in like the Members Only Volume 2 album or 3, and it's like, so if I do a 4-song EP, like holy shit, then that'd be like before his first album. I already see that he's trending. Like that would be really big for me. That sounds like a really good move. That sounds like fun. Like I want to do that. That sounds cool. Like I don't know. Like it would sound cool to other people if they could do it. So I was like, screw it. instead of one song, I'll do 4 songs. It's only another 1,000, and I still have a little bit of extra money. So,
he's cheap.
I went all the way to Western Union. It's like the only one that was open was an hour and 5 minutes away, and I called my friend who was another 15 minutes away. I paid him to drive me all the way to a Western Union at midnight to send $1,000 through Western Union. And then in the morning, he starts messaging me, and he goes, "Oh, Western Union told me that you have to call them, blah, blah, blah. It's not sending through." So then I had to call Western Union, and they were all like, "Why are you sending this money?" And they were like interrogating me, and then they asked me a bunch of fucking questions, like, "Why are you sending the money? What do you do? What is your job? What is your name? What is your birth date?" And it was like everything. It was all sorts of shit, and they were really concerned about this. And I was really upset. I started getting mad at them. I was like, please, stop being like this. Let me send the money. I really am doing this feature with this rapper. Like, this is real. Like, come on, stop being like this. And I somehow ended up, it sent through. But I had to go back to a Western Union again in order to get the $1,000 coupon thingy back. And then I had to just stand in line again and just stick it back in again and resend the 1,000. Then it went through. So now we're at $2,100 sent to him, and then I've spent $600. It was $100 each.
What?
For the song beats, and then it was $50 each for me to record like my chorus and my verse and stuff that I put on it. It came out really good, and I while I was waiting for him to send me the features back, it was like taking a long time, and I kind of just like paid the producer an extra $50 for him to just put his verse in, and then I just dropped the song. And that song has 52,000 plays on SoundCloud. It's super friggin' lit. And I even had Adam 22 on No Jumper. I paid $100 for him to play the song when he was live streaming, and he gave me a free repost. He liked it. It was super lit. Dude, I have it filmed. I was filming it when he was playing.
So Adam 22 knows about the song.
Yeah, he knows about the song Hasselhoff, and Kid Trunks was supposed to be featured in it, but instead it's me and the producer that made the beat and let me record it in his house.
It's probably a better song. Go ahead.
I got 52,000, and it's so cool. That's super exciting. That made me wicked excited. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and it's I have like 4 songs out now. I have a song featuring like this other friend of mine named T-Rex, and then I have another song featuring the producer guy, Big Drip again.
What year did this happen?
What year did this happen?
Yes.
I sent him the money September of 2017. So not last September, but
interesting. Okay. I was just thinking about a July 11th, 2018 video.
Okay, so yeah. So if you want to have like a nice timetable going here, you got September of 2017, me sending money, and then it takes me October and November to actually get my ass all the way 3 hours to the studio to actually do this. And it's wintertime in New Hampshire here, so it's like the roads are shitty and like a lot of traffic sucks because it's like holiday season. So like it's like a 3-hour drive to the studio to do this shit too, and I still didn't have my license at the time. So you were talking about like November, December, I'm actually finishing the songs and sending it to him. So then he starts bullshitting me a little bit, like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to go to the studio. Oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it soon. Yes, I promise." And then he started like getting annoyed with me. He started being like, "Bro, I told you, blah blah blah." And it's like, dude, yeah, you have told me, but you don't say anything else. Like he never gives me any update or anything. And I know for a fact that if I were to just not text him, he would just not text me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've worked with a popular producer and a popular rapper, like Boogie Ludovelli and Mikey the Magician. They just made Boogie Ludovelli and Puya just made a mixtape together, and like, I paid $800 to Boogie Ludovelli to do like a song with him, and that song's called Finish, and I have that song. And the beat is by Mikey the Magician. That beat was $500.
Shout to all y'all that came through. Shout to y'all.
And they sent me the stuff back. So like I've sent money to Florida rappers before,
and this is the one.
I've seen it work, but this didn't work, and this was the one that I spent the most on. I was really excited about it, and I got totally let down.
Well,
so I know he's not going to send the money back. Like, I'm not like trying to be like a baby at all. I just wanted to like tell my story, so that way like people like I was just like a fan at first. You know what I mean? I was easily tricked, basically, and it's a mistake that has happened more than once. So I just wanted to like tell somebody. You know what I mean? I just wanted it to be said.
So. Just a few questions. As far as this rapper goes, we're talking about.
Yeah.
Since the exchange, has he said anything?
Since the exchange, when I was with him in person at the concert.
Well, no. The exchange from when you realized he wasn't going to put in the song. Has he said anything?
Nah, he started blocking. He blocked my number.
So he literally started just blocking you.
Yeah, my messages stopped saying delivered.
Oh, okay, that's kind of crazy because I thought somebody who did such music wouldn't have a problem with anyone hitting them up with beef. I don't think that would be a problem if you're going to talk about stuff a certain way. That's just odd to me. It's odd to me.
I took screenshots of him, and he said, "What are you going to do if I duck you? Not a damn thing."
I read that yesterday. I talked about that yesterday. That just strikes me as odd because everyone I know, and this is from east to west, I know a lot of people from east to west, none of them would have operated that way. If they really had an issue, they would have said, you know, I did this and this. But here's the thing that bothers me. It's that they want to play with other people's money, but never want their money played with. What do you think about that?
Yeah, dude. I know for a fact that I would never be able to do this to anybody. So it's just like, I don't know. He's not any better than me. He's only like friggin' 19 years old. I'm like 24. Like, I don't know. He's just some random kid from Florida who's just some young kid, and he just pulled my leg. Like, I'm not gonna die. I'm totally fine. It doesn't really matter.
Because you get money, right?
It's just stupid.
You get money.
And it bothers me sometimes. And I want to tell my story. It's fair that I tell my story.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. I'm objective, but I understand I paid you money. If any of these guys paid money for something, they'd want it done, or they'd be making threats left and right. But they can take someone's money and it's okay. Yeah, that's crazy. But again, we're leaving the name out because that is legally punishable. If you garnish my hard-earned money and you don't return what you were supposed to return, you can either pay my money or really it's or else. And I mean, they're so young, they don't comprehend that. I mean, I'm from a generation where we've seen it happen. Like, you mess with someone's money, you played with it wasn't even, and they didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. It was over. There was nothing said. Nothing said at all. Not even a warning shot. And that's the thing. They do that and they think they're going to live a full, healthy life beating people for their money. Now, here's another thing. And I want to ask this too. So this is the artist that had it. These questions are yes or no. When you met them, there was other artists around?
Yeah, he wasn't the only one that was at the concert. It was Rob Banks. And
And dealing with these type of situations, did you feel the same vibe from any other artists around you?
Like at that show where
yes.
I've always felt uncomfortable around Rob Banks, but I don't know, he's cool, but he was chill, but it was a fun time. But I definitely when I was in the crowd and stuff, like I always notice occasional eye contact with me and Kid Trunk, with me and the rapper that I saw with Rob X.
I'm gonna give you my ideology on the idealism with gangster rap. Always play that by ear. If you're around situations and things like that, just be prepared. It's better to rock someone and slide off than it is to be nice to them. That's just from my experience and what I'm trying to tell you, because you just don't know what it's going to lead to. When it comes to those situations, you have the right to bear arms. You legally carry. It's best to rock someone before you even have to think about, because it's this mentality. It's that you're going to beat me, but you want the full respect. Give me the utmost respect. And you want to rob my money. Okay. And that's the thing. You need other men. Here's the thing. Here's why I respect you. You don't need a bunch of other men around you to be hard, to be somebody. You don't need a second guy beside you. You can be you and be hard alone.
Yeah, I like killing with kindness. I'll be a fucking serial killer with the kindness, bro. I wanted to meet and greet him. I was first in line. I put my arm around him. I was tapping him. I was like, yeah, you know me. Like, we're doing the song together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like forcing it with super duper enthusiasm and kindness. And he obviously would just see that as like just somebody who you can just rip off easily. And I'm watching you, like I have it in the back of my head, like, yo, like I'm being really kind, like we're bros, like we're cool, like, but I know, like, like you still have to send me the freaking songs back, like I'm still waiting, like I still have it in the back of my head, like
it's disgusting, disgusting businessmanship.
I'm trying to be kind first, but I'm in the back of my head super pissed. Like
if I even smell a deal has happened, I will call the CEO who signed it and he will shred it. I repeat, if I even smell a deal is about to happen and this man is not paid back, that CEO will shred that contract, or I'll let it go through and I'll make sure that everything you are comes with that contract.
I just all I want is like the money back, and I'm not even trying to like. I know like people that I know like some people that like might listen to this rapper.
We will own you.
Yeah, they'll try to be like, oh, this kid wants clout. Oh, he's clout chasing. Oh, dude, it's not even close to that. I there's no way that.
And my guys, this is a guy that was earnest, and he's the guy. He's a guy, and in my mind, this was a test to see what this artist, and he failed it. He kept over 2 racks. Okay, listen, this is how sad it is. Half the money didn't even go to him. He wanted it to go to others. And 200 of it went for, let me tell you, I know prices. It went for an alleged booty call. Was that what this? What was that? What that? Other? I have the receipt. Did you have someone?
I have all the screenshots saved.
Was that a booty call? What was that?
I don't know.
Because now I'm questioning her. Is she stupid?
I didn't know who she was. I had no idea.
Now we know.
Until our prophecy told me who the person was.
Now we know.
I looked up the Instagram name.
Wow.
Whoa.
You are a nasty woman. You are a nasty woman. You are a nasty woman. And I don't care if it turns out
Trump said something on Twitter.
You are a nasty woman.
Yes, she is. No, Trump said something, and he was like, the rapper, he said, like, he tweeted, he was like, I hate when,
you are a nasty woman. 200 to hit this for the 10 minutes you can laugh. Yo, I sat back and thought about this, and then I looked at prices, and I said, "This is not what? Wait!" And then I read it. I was like, "This is." I was like, "You." If she thinks that price is a good price, don't she? She think that's good price. That's normal prices, don't she?
It's not right, bro. It's like multiple levels.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, sometimes I sit
Wow. What was she doing? You thought we wouldn't figure that out?
I mean, somebody's gonna tell somebody. I don't know.
She is. Wow.
When he tweeted something, he was like, "I hate when you give so much and you get nothing back." And he literally tweeted that one day, and then I responded to his tweet, and I was like, "Yeah, I hate when I give you 2K and I get no features back." And then our prophecy commented and was like, "What do you mean?" And then I was like, "I mean, I sent him money and I didn't get my features back." And then
Paula
messaged me, so then I started talking to him.
Paula, do you get what we're saying? That I'm an artist, okay? I tell this other artist, you need to pay me, let's say it's $5,000. Send $2,500. Send out of that $2,500, send $1,000 to my producer, send $1,000 to the backup beat maker.
I had to do all the work. I had to do all the
work.
Send it all.
Send $500 to this chick. Huh?
Randomly as fuck.
What does she do?
Already sending him the other 1,600.
I don't know.
So he's already in the
whatever you were doing in heaven.
So you're already getting 1,600. So you might as
well whatever you sent that for, I'ma find out. I'ma find out why you sent that to her.
That would be so sick.
I'm gonna find out because I'm almost sure it's for what I say. But here's the thing. What's messed up is if I say I'm gonna find out, I'm gonna find out.
Yes.
That's what's messed up. That's what's messed. Hey, I'm me. I'm gonna find out. I really want you to. And if it don't make sense, it won't make sense. What did she do for you? What was she doing in this mix? Did she make the beat? Freaking, What was she doing? What was she doing? Was she in the background dancing? What was she doing? What was she doing?
Is she in that video?
No, it's another man.
Okay.
It is not her. I gave you that benefit of the doubt that it would be her. And I would be like, okay. It was another man. She was nowhere to be seen. I didn't even know you knew her.
I don't know her.
When'd you meet her?
I never met her. He just told me to send her the money.
Wow.
I never met any of the people.
Now, let me say this, and this is for all men in the world. That is not how we get down. I would never have a woman in a deal getting money for no reason unless it was someone who was of importance to me, someone who was doing something for me, someone who was working for me. Do you get where I'm going?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fucked up. It's weird as fuck. And oh my god, it's just like 4-dimensionally fucked up. There's a lot of variables, there's a lot of things, but I have all the facts. I remember everything chronologically like it was yesterday. So like if anybody ever has any questions about it, like if I might have missed like anything about the story,
wow.
Questions. I'm always on my phone and I
gotcha. We gotcha. Listen, everything was objective. Everything for me till I seen that receipt. And I was like, why is she getting paid out of this? Wait, hold on. Then I stepped back. I listened to a song, bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, the song is gross. The song is cringy. Because when I sent him, when he started ignoring me, I stopped listening to his music. I was like boycotting him because I was like pissed that he wasn't sending his stuff back. And then our prophecy told me to listen to the song, so I listened to it, and I was like, wow, this is really cringy. I didn't even notice this. And it came out
I gotta ask, Queen, what do you think about this?
I always see things from a business perspective, and you know, there are two sides to every story, but at the same time too, if this is a deal that initially happened in September of 2017, I would think that within a year that something could be completed, you know, within that time frame. And at the end of the day, there's a situation to where if you are looking at if this situation happened to other people, that might be a bigger problem, you know? And that's the reason why I honestly say, like, okay, well, if this is a situation, those people that have been either duped or whatever the situation may be need to come together and either handle this in civil court, simply because of the fact that, or small claims court, in order to make sure that they're getting their dues for what they initially provided for. Because regardless of how people see it, this is still a business transaction. This is still something that, even though they conduct it on Instagram, it's still a platform, or however people use, you know, forms of communication. All of that information is still sent to the FBI, simply because of the fact that you know, they handle situations pertaining to business, white collar crimes, or whatever the situation may be. So it's a little, again, I don't know why certain people got certain things. I'm not too sure what their specialty is. I don't know if certain people mix things. I don't know if people engineer stuff. I'm not too sure who certain names are. But at the end of the day, there should have been a specific deadline set in order to make sure that there is a product for both people.
So let me get this. Do you think he used the ladder to climb up to do doggy style? How did he do it?
He probably did. He's one of the shortest people that I would not actually be that short.
Okay. So he climbed up, and the 200 was 100 for the ladder and 100 because he thought her clothes looked nice. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Do you know anything about someone named Rojas? That's what we're getting.
No, I
don't. Okay, so here's the thing. Now we got her did the rights, so she could come out and say whatever. You want to know what would be messed up? If I slid down to the news station with what I have, and I showed it, and I made sure it went to the same news places that you tried to show your face, that would be so messed up. I would be a terrible person for that, wouldn't I? If I told the news, you show this, and I held them in the back room like I can do, wouldn't that be messed up?
Crazy, bro. Yeah.
That would be foul, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And I was like, you show this.
One thing I wanted to definitely say is that from the time that I sent the money to the time that his very close friend,
that would destroy you.
From the time that I sent him the money to the time that his very close friend, that is a very popular rapper, died, then like that was only from September to July of 2018. So that's not like a full year. It's really only okay. So I sent him the money in September, but then I had to make the songs myself. So then it took me like 2 months to make the songs, because I had to drive like 3 hours all the way to Massachusetts and back and stuff. And I had to like write the lyrics out and make sure my lyrics were good and stuff. I'm not just like gonna put out a song writing lyrics in one day. Like I'm trying to spend like a couple weeks on it. So like I really wanted to make sure the songs are good because he's a trending rapper and I didn't want to sound like crap. So it like took me about 2 months total, but I completed and I did it. So it's from September, and now we're in like December, and I send him the money, and then I gave him like 6 months. And he was responding, and he was kind of being nice, and then he started being mean. Oh, if you dump me, what are you gonna do? Not a damn thing. Like, so just shut up and wait. Shut up, blah blah blah. Shut up, and wait, blah blah. And then he dropped SS1, and I was like, well, you said it was gonna be an EP. Now you've dropped the album. So what the fuck? And then he started like saying, "Oh, blah blah blah," and then he just and I don't know, sucks in its that.
Do you know? Just a quick question. Do you know who his management team is by any chance?
I have seen him post like a photo about this guy, and he says like, "Oh, this is my favorite manager." So then I like DM'd the manager, and I obviously didn't get any response.
All right, so let me throw this up real quick. If this happened the way I think it did, and we are to say that something was going on of this nature, does the song make more sense to you?
Yeah. I didn't think the song would be. I didn't think the song would dare to be relevant. But when I hear about what people through the grapevine are telling me, it all sounds like it all comes together and it all links up, and it's kind of weird. It's creepy.
It is creepy, but here's what's even creepier. If I presume that someone's calling people broke boys and they needed your money to pay off someone else, that's what's creepier.
I've considered it all, dude. I think about it all the time. It started happening September 2017, the day that I sent them the money. That's when I started thinking about it. I've been thinking about it every day, all the time. Yeah.
But it's the whole ideology that people think they can speak things into existence while they're comfortable with doing these type of things, calling other people broke, talking about the things they have. They think it's going to make them richer. But in the larger scheme of things, if you don't have some type of, let's say, catalog to fit the persona it is you bring, you're a one-hit wonder and better used. They don't get that. So whatever you did, it was just to be used up. Because from what I've seen, with what I've listened to in general, objectively, this is someone that will not make the impact on the game as we've seen a person such as XxTentacion make. That's period. Yeah. I don't care if you get the best marketing. I don't care if I see you all over the TV screen. That you're not going to last long musically in the game. You have, just because you could put some words together, you're still trash.
Yeah,
you're trash. Like, I mean, they did lyric. I think it is the epitome of disrespect to see anything you said on lyricalgeniuses.com. That is this. They have just demeaned the worth of their company. This is TheCzarr telling you, and they know who I am. You just demeaned the worth of your company because you put this trash on your thing, talking stupid, talking that dumb talk that you can only talk with people around you. See, here's the thing. You ain't been in no real place by yourself. How do we know? X didn't stand up for you? Yay or nay? Okay. So you know TheCzarr ain't talking, just talk. I'm talking facts.
Yeah.
These other guys aren't standing up for you. You aren't a standalone artist, nor a standalone threat with people threatening you. Have you ever been in a threatening situation that didn't involve a gun and other men? That answers me. If you've never been in it, you don't know nothing about it. So it's best if you're going to get up there on a mic and talk that talk, you best went through it. And you best handled yours. Don't step up there talking like you, I can say 4 or 5. It sounds good. But how many people did you use it on?
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
It makes me hate him so bad.
And that's where respect comes in.
Like,
and you ain't got it.
Like, they just kept asking me, like, yo, when are the songs going to come out? When are you going to drop that? When's coming out? When's coming out? And it's like, dude, I'm
now, hold on. With that said, let me say something else. Business-wise now, and this is all for after analyzing the lyrics, business-wise, if the way you do business is to beat someone in, take their money and not deliver what you say, close your business down. Today.
Yeah,
because what's right now? You're like being hold on. Hold on. What is this? 9:31. On this day, March 2nd, close your business down. Yeah. You ain't about that business. You ain't about it. And I know y'all leaving. They hate to hear the truth. Yeah, close your business now, or I'm gonna close it eventually. Trust me, I am. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. It doesn't matter if it's over here. What you're trying to say, oh, we hard. It doesn't matter if you're in that realm, and it doesn't matter if you're where the suits and ties are. The czar is there, one way or another. Best believe it.
Okay, so you're hard.
Best believe it.
But like you're gonna rip me off.
We do it different over here. Like, always have. You guys are the same thing. Copycatting, copying this style, copying that style, saying this, saying that, doing this for showboating. We've been moving in silence. Yeah, all of us. Don't take it for a weakness. It is niceness. Don't take kindness for weakness. Don't take me speaking about it for play. It wasn't play. And you need 20 other guys or 5 other guys or 4 other guys to be somebody. You ain't stand alone. You ain't never stood alone. So talk that mess to someone who needs a bunch of men around him to be somebody. Yeah. Been different. So when I hear that young talk, it's just young talk.
Yeah, he's all hyped up.
So keep it there.
He doesn't even know about life.
Period.
Real life has to offer. Like real life is fucking cold.
Cause solo dolo, fool. That's the problem. When you're alone, you're fooled. Yeah. So don't come over here disliking, throwing shade. It ain't going to end how you think it's going to end. You need a group of guys. Come on, yo. He's talking this. Yo, have my back over here. It ain't no solo movements. In silence, in the darkness, that's not what happens. Stop saying it like it is. Yeah. Because I know everything that happened that you looked around and thought no one seen it, I saw it. And I know.
Yeah, dude. I'm willing
I know.
to tell my story and answer any questions forever.
So stop saying it like it is. If it's not.
Like, I'm here to talk. He's going to block me. He blocked my number. Like, you're going to block me? I'm a fan. Like, I'm not even...
TheCzarr has never blocked anyone. Whether it was drama related, whether it was something else, never. I showed up.
Yeah, straight up. Like, there's no point in cutting down any bridges. You know what I mean? You gotta keep your branches going. You know what I mean? You gotta keep your shit going. I would never block anybody unless they screwed me over first.
Say what you gotta say, and we move.
And like my message
What are you talking about? That's what blows my mind. They're like, this is what it is. I ain't got to need to have nothing.
Yeah.
Need.
So yeah.
That's what that grab a drink movement. That's why it's grab a drink movement. They think, they're just striking a party. Do I look like I'm having a party? It's grab a drink movement for a reason.
Yeah, talk about shit that actually happens. Talk about facts. Talk about things that are kind of important. You know, worst case scenario, I don't get my money back, but people can like hear my story, and if I can have one person decide that they are not gonna send money to a rapper, then that means that I've done my job. You know what I mean? Like, don't just send your money off to random rappers like I did. You know what I mean?
Like, Vimenci, it's not beat up someone because of a feature. There was no physical altercation. It was business. They reached out to do business and was respectful and paid you. There is nobody in business who will pay you up front.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, exactly.
You think that's how it works? Oh my! I can tell you're not in the in crowd yet. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You get paid up front. When you do it, then you get paid.
Straight up, you do the job. Like,
he respected you to throw you the money before trusting your word.
Yeah, and then just sending it to random people, like, dude, I don't know, it's weird.
Oh my goodness, this type of stuff ruins business for the real businessman. Always been about business. Always been about growing my nine. Always knew there was dumbness around and reacted accordingly.
Like, if he had actually done
that's the
business,
problem. That's
like,
the problem.
And now I'm like bitter about even wanting to do it, but obviously I still did it because after that I did the song with Who Little Belly Mike the Magician. And that song is fucking sweet. That's like my favorite song. It's called Finish. And like they sent me the fucking features back and stuff. They did the business. They're fucking lit. I love them. They're like my favorites. So it's really special to me. I didn't just do it just because I could afford it, because maybe not that many people know them. Like, but they're super trending and they're coming up, and I love their music so much. I listen to their music on the way to work every day, all day. I actually was able to like buy the stuff, and they actually sent me the shit back, and it was true business. And I was super happy about it after what happened with the Kid Truck stuff.
Now here's my next thing I'm gonna say. That music sounds good. And here's what bothers me. I know how I move for my people when I move. I ain't gotta say it. We ain't gotta talk about it. And I want to forget it just as much as anything. It is what it is. But for someone to mention homies whacking you, then doing stuff to your girl, are you serious? Is that what it is? That's crazy to me. Josh, what do you think about that particular part?
Like, about like the song that he came out with that was like cringy we were talking
that
about?
Said homies whacking someone and then doing your girl, and then I'm seeing implications of that.
It is wicked cringy, bro. It's really cringy.
That's how you move?
And even if it was a coincidence, like honestly, like if that was my friend that had died, then if it was a coincidence and it even sounded like a coincidence, I would just say fucking delete it.
They ain't going knock
I don't care.
No better.
Then you can just drop a different song. Fuck it, who cares?
Like that.
Like, but he doesn't delete it. He makes a video out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's stupid how he goes the extra mile on a song that's like dropped right then and there.
Really? You want to know what? And I agree with Queen Project. Here's my thing. Everybody say they're real this, real that. Where does real get that mentality from? Who taught you to move like that? Who'd you move with? That said, I'm a whack you and take your girl. Whoever mentioned anything like that because it sounded cool? Oh, this
Yeah, no one's trying to take anybody's girl, dude.
Who told you to rap
why
that?
Why are you trying to take somebody's girl? Like, who cares? Just fucking not have that girl.
A message to the rest of you. You think that this person thinks that and you're off limits at some time? Wait. You do know how the game works, don't you? I'm just hoping you do. You think you're off limits and that happens to someone else? You're off limits? What makes you off limits? Oh, because I'm a real one. More the reason for them to do that to you. Don't you get it?
Like,
oh, you ain't get it yet. Oh, see, I've been giving y'all hints to the ones I know are real. I've been hitting y'all out who to veer away from and who to rock with. You didn't give an inch. It's like, oh, he ain't gonna do that to me. How do you know? How do you know?
And then here we are.
Been hitting at y'all that someone funny was amongst. Something funny was happening. And y'all didn't see it.
So yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it as much as I can. Like, if anybody has any questions on like the story or whatever, I'll always answer.
Been saying it.
DM me.
Out of respect for your character and artistry. That look, someone ain't right. And y'all like la-di-da-di-da. Just like the officers do when they're oh my goodness.
Yeah, people want to just blow it off or whatever. Like, I don't know. I think it's
this proved my theory that I had months ago.
So fucking. I can't believe I'm like a part of it. It's really weird to be a part of it.
I was telling you. I seen it without seeing it. Here's the problem. None of you think with your minds. You don't look. Oh, I see it. Think.
Yeah. And now you can have like a real story. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? I have like pictures of actual paper receipts. Like, I mean, I probably could just find it in my drawer right now.
It's like, what makes me madder is that if someone with the right marketing, the right mentality, that actually listen to your music, anybody can be put in a good place to succeed musically. You need someone who's passionate, but you're going to have that one guy that hates you all because you're somebody. You don't get that yet. You don't get it yet. You don't believe me? You don't believe me. And we're sitting here looking at a direct situation. But you don't believe me? Oh, he's just saying stuff. He's you still think it's a joke. And you've seen one of the greatest to emerge out of what is to go that way. And you don't think this guy was jealous? I still want to know why that woman got sent money.
Yes.
Why? We have the receipt. We have it. Who sent her money and why? Why? What did she do? Oh, you couldn't break your dog off? Because I know one of them had asked you. You want to know what's so crazy? I'm about to tell you, and I hope y'all all here. Check this out. This is real crazy. Into the same song, they rapped about people asking for favors. Didn't they? Didn't they? But they went off and sent money to some random chick. Y'all, is that how y'all move? I know none of y'all move that way. I am giving you respect. None of y'all move that way. Why is he allowed to move that way?
Yeah, that's not the move.
How's he moving that way?
That's not how. That's not
how is he moving that way? What are you talking about? I'm sorry to be so animated, but it's just like, what? The Home Alone face. What was he doing? Why did he send the money? What were they doing?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Y'all don't think that? If you're a real one, you ain't thinking that. You ain't. What?
Like how he just ignored me. He was like blocking me and stuff. And
Let me keep this real, all the way real with you, yo. All the way real. Even if you're not thinking that, let me take another route. I'm the czar. I can do that. Let me take another understanding, okay?
What?
So this is how he's thinking. Beating this man for his money. Listen, if there was any fan in your career that would have brought every album you ever made, he's right here. That's why you're dumb. That's why you're dumb.
Yeah.
He was telling me how he was looking forward to your album. I don't give a ish about your album. I would have used that as a frisbee. I would have took that and tried to skate in the snow.
Hell yeah.
I could care less about your album. This one man here would have brought everything you ever did. And you did that to him?
Yeah, dude, I was willing to do anything. You know what I mean? I just really wanted something.
What? Are you serious? You are the epitome of stupid. No, let's take all the 4 or 5 gangster talk. You're the epitome of stupid. You're a dumb motherfucker. You're a dumb one. You cross out fans for a few racks to lose a lifetime of a legacy. You're dumb.
Yeah, it's just cold.
That's why everyone needs to get away from you. On this day.
Yeah, me and all my friends stopped listening to him, dude. None of my friends listen to him.
I just told him he's dumb. 947. If you want a career in music, get away from this person. I don't care how far they're out in media. I don't care how many people are talking to him. Slide away.
Yeah, do not try to do business.
Because what he just proved is he's willing to cross anyone over for money. That means, no, get this. Don't miss this one. That means you're willing to do anything for the right price.
Yeah.
I agree too.
I'm sorry, guys. Queen, what is your thoughts? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm here. Okay, my thoughts. For one, again, I have a quick question pertaining to the video that we were looking at before we got on. Was that, and I keep trying to like go back and look at that car.
Yeah.
Touch base on that.
Mm-hmm. He got you again.
Was the car, because someone left in the comments was like, oh, maybe that might be a Camaro, but then someone else said that no, that's the duplicate of
same BMW i8. Okay, so X's BMW i8 was black and it had like blue, like a little blue stripe going all the way around it. It was like black.
Got you again.
This BMW i8.
He thought he was slick. He was like,
Yeah. So this
leaning
BMW
out the side of the window.
It's blue, but it has the black strip. It's like the reverse color scheme. That's it.
Oh my gosh. So now I got you with the reverse. That's known. That's not special. Oh my gosh. This guy is just.
So he's actually flexing, but he's not actually owning. He's like, I mean, He's like somebody at fucking All-Star Weekend. Oh, I'm going to fucking basketball game. Gotta fucking rent my car. Uh-oh, gotta bring the car back. All-Star Weekend.
It was a rent too? Nah. He calling us, Josh, he's calling us broke. He ain't rent that. He got that in the garage. He got that in the garage. He ain't rent that.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't renting nothing. He ain't renting nothing.
Yeah.
Then for the cost of renting that, you could have helped. I know a few dudes that needed a few dollars to eat. You couldn't have thrown them nothing. Then you hate people asking for favors, but you're going to rent this car that costs you several stacks. That's what you think of. So if you're part of that, that's what they think of you. They'll rent a car for a video before they throw you something to eat. Oh, that's my dog. Okay. Okay. That's your dog.
She's there for the cloud, dude.
What's up with this generation? You're rocking like that? Oh, I'm gonna break a few thousand off over in this car, but after the fact, he needs to eat food that could be a $10 meal. Let me throw him $100 instead of spending $5,000 to rent this car for a week. Oh, I'm sorry. He said it was a few thousand, 2,000, 2,500, whatever it was. Because I'm in other conversations. Trust me. I've been told y'all this different. Few thousand. So what? You couldn't spare $100 for your dog to eat for a week? Sick. We got you.
Yeah, dude. I'm always here. All right, I'll respond to anybody at any time.
So, do any commenters have any questions?
Yeah, I gotta wake up at 4:30 in the morning. So
no problem.
It's all good.
Yeah, you can slide off whenever you got to. You know, we got the story out. It was with I did a preemptive story yesterday. We talked about it. Cool. You know, that's the thing, Oriah, because it's a pending issue. We're hoping this person comes through and actually looks out. He's not even, here's what's pissing me off. He's not even asking for the money back. He's just asking for the songs. Oh my goodness. You just
chill. Like, I'm not even that mad. Like, I'm just, I don't know.
You were born to be down there. If you were up here, it would have went completely different. Yeah. You beat someone for their money when they're nice to you? That doesn't happen here. I don't know where that's cool at. I never heard of that. Never heard of it. That's not how it works here. Money is an exchange of something. Yo, this is just guys, y'all know it is what it is. I ain't got nothing to do with the deals that come after. I ain't got nothing to do with the stars who behave a certain way. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I told you there's certain people here watching that you don't want to play. It's a set knit group. I told you this is for a special amount of people who critically think. You'd be surprised how many stars critically think. All I got to say is good luck in the future.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best. I'm doing really awesome.
That's to you and to him. Good luck in the future.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my very best,
because I got them dudes here, and I'm trying to help you. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt off of a good man.
Really helping me. I am
that
blessed
boosted
to have
you.
you and our prophecy and like people like
Still gave you credit. Still.
Yeah. I really am.
I'm just in shock.
I really want to thank you guys.
I'm in shock. How much respect does it take to realize someone believes in you?
Yeah.
This young man named Josh believed in you. He believed in you. When you go through your career, how many haters? You said F a hater in the song. How many haters are there? How many people do you find that sincerely believe in you? You're lost. Oh, you're lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my thing.
And there ain't nothing that can find the type of loss that you're doing when you're playing with money.
Yeah,
no one can help you.
But I definitely wanted to say what I
you don't know who he knows. You don't even know who he's related or connected to. You're dumb. You're just so stupid. It's so stupid. Just make the song, you
situation.
make the song, dummy.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, she's stupid. You're just dumb.
Don't play games with my bread.
Yeah, you don't even care. Don't That's good, because you ain't gonna need a reason to care who you're like. You don't even know who the people you step on toes till you step on the wrong toe. That's how it works. You step on toes till you step on the wrong toe. You don't get that, you ain't never gonna get it.
Yeah, I'll try to talk to my town magistrate. And I'll try to talk to somebody in law, I guess. I didn't want it to be like that. I'll just see what they say.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to take that route, because relations ain't the way to go either. You don't play dirty as other people play dirty, and I'm still looking out for you. You're hold
you're
on.
super lit, dude. I seriously, I'm blessed to have you guys that actually care. Like, this is really nice. I wasn't able to
they play people who they think they can play by looking at an image and a persona, but networking's everything. And if you knew that, you know to play a certain way. You'd know that. You would have knew that. But no, you're doing some other stuff like, oh, I'm me. Good. Because it ain't gonna take you that far. Trust me. The industry, you want to be in the same industry you're disrespecting. Yeah. And I'll leave you with that. That's all I'm gonna say to you.
So I think I'm gonna head to bed. It's like 10 o'clock.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'll holler at you, bro.
Questions or something, or wants to say anything.
Word. They didn't say anything. You know, it is what it is. iDrew's just running amok in the comments. That's all. I'll holler at you.
I just can't see the comments stuff. I just don't know.
Nah, you're good. I'll holler at you sometime tomorrow.
All right, cool.
All right, bro.
See you later.
All right, peace. I'm sorry, guys. I know I did a lot of communicating. I wanted to drive Josh's point home and hopefully give a hint to this artist to watch the relations of people and less about what you think about people. It's not how it works. And if you play the game that way, you're going to lose. You can rap about whatever you want, but you step on the toes of a wrong person, it's over. Here's what I want to say. Queen or Chris, like, I wanted you guys to let me know what you think intricately about the situation.
Okay, I guess I'll comment. Again, as I said, yeah, there's two sides to every story. And, we don't necessarily know the other side per se. But at the same time, there has to be something to where if someone is going to make a rebuttal and say, oh, I did work or I did this or whatever the situation may be, we're going to have to be able to understand full-fledged conversations about what exactly is going on, how transactions were supposed to be made, how deadlines were supposed to meet, you know, those specific transactions and time frames to make sure that those were completed. But at the same time, I would think that when you are gaining a level of notoriety, right, being in your circle, being affiliated with specific artists, you want to make sure that your business is clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that you would want to make sure that you have a decent amount of business, so that way you don't, it's not a situation for when you are creating other business opportunities with bigger names, right? Because then they might look at you funny. If, you know what I'm saying, I don't think that they would probably want to do that to someone with a bigger name, but it's just about the principle of business and basically manning up and saying, all right, you know what I'm saying? I got a verse for you in like the next 6 weeks, whatever. I'm working on a couple of things. Let me get back to you. Or give people certain updates over a period of time over what's going on. But nobody is just naturally giving their finances to others just to, you know what I'm saying, just for praise, just for glory, or just to be a fan. These people, sure, they love your music, they love what you do, but what exactly are you doing to make sure that you're maintaining a level of loyalty? Because if they hear something like this, then they're going to be looking at you in a completely different light at the end of the day. So when we're looking at a situation to where, and again, I don't know about that whole car thing, if that was like an I-8 in that car, I mean, in that music video, but it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of interesting, like, to kind of look at that video, dissect the lyrics, look at specific situations, because I can take it either one of two ways. Either someone's blatantly making a shot or trying to make profit off of something that was very tragic for a lot of people, or they're telling a narrative from someone else's point of view, or telling a narrative over what is actually happening, and they feel comfortable telling that story the same way that Denzel Curry did. So, go ahead.
No. Chris, what did you think?
I think that's effed up, bro. That's what I think. I think, why would you risk yourself? Why would you risk that news or messages to come out on someone that is just trying to get in, you know? So, judging a book by its cover, you know, that you could get away with it, knowing that you was going to play him from the beginning, you know, because that's what it was about. You know, there ain't no suckers out here. You know, we could see right through. He was playing him from the beginning.
What I feel,
asking for that pocket change.
Perfect. That's both of you hit it on now. What I fear most is that you dummies do this type of stuff and you don't realize who relatives are. Let me ask this. How did gangsta begin? Did it begin with shirtless motherfuckers walking around, or a dude walking around doing gun hands? Is that how gangsta began? Did it not begin with a suit and a tie, you idiot? So don't go around offending everyone that you think you can get over on. You run across the wrong man in a suit and a tie, you're going to see gangster. That's why you're dumb, because you play with everybody. I'm me. I got these dudes with me. When they get in the same service you get by a man in a suit and a tie, don't ever get it messed up. Don't ever get it messed up, because you seem to forgot that, or you weren't around for that. Men in a suit and a tie did the most damage to society than any shirtless goon. I'm running around with a strap. Y'all ain't did nothing to society. It was the man in the suit and the tie. So you think that same man ain't in existence, right? You think it's a free reign for you, right? You think you can step all over everybody. I look thug. Is that what you think? Please tell me. Because this was, how does that show go? Oh, well. This was the attempt to savor your relationship with someone who respected you, so the disrespect doesn't come back around to you. I'm looking out for you. You could say it is, he's this guy. I don't care. This was the attempt. Whatever happens after happens. You took money, and you think a label's gonna mess with you knowing you're a thief? Would a job mess with you if you were a thief? That's why you make me laugh. You guys, you're comical. What I see is, never mind. I'm not gonna go that deep, but I'm gonna just leave it right here. Before you mess with someone's money and you mess with their character, you best know everybody around the scene. You best make sure that there's no one to ride up on you. And you best make sure your first action is your best action. You make the wrong one, which you already did, there won't be someone like me to come here and try and savor it. Because ultimately, dealing with this case, it ain't even about you. I want to know why he sent money to that girl. And if they ain't figured it out yet, I can't help them. But well, you know who I'm talking about.
There were claims that someone made a comment stating that Homeboy didn't know that other person back in 2017. So when was the receipt for that payment?
I'm gonna break it down like this. The receipt from that payment happened in 2017. It did. Not only that, so they know I ain't playing. September 22nd. Say I'm a liar. I drool. Hop up and say I'm a liar. If you are who I think you are. Say I'm a liar. September 22nd. That's why people are leaving. Yeah, it ain't play no more. You're like, oh my gosh. Oh. September 22nd. Say I'm joking. I also have cash apps sent to 3 names. J, CG, another J name. And X was alive at this time. So what I need to know is if he knew him. This is close to the same time the audio was released for the song we talked about. Guess what? July 11th. Say I'm alive. And World Star rocks with me. So play with me. Play with me nice. You better play nice. Oh my gosh, you better play nice. July 11th. You think I'm playing with you now? Oh, it ain't jokey joke no more, is it? Because I got you. I got you. And this was to savor you. But if you want to be lost, I'll let you be lost for playing with the man in the suit and the tie. That's where gangsterdom began. And if you don't know that, they'll teach you. But it won't be like these streets. Oh, I survived it. It's different. They're different. They move different. Their revenge is different. Everything they do is different. I'm helping you. Make this man's song or give his money back. That's the best thing you can do. I don't know why you guys just give his money back. We're so broke. We're so broke. I'm so broke. I'm broke. Give his money back. If I'm so broke, give his money back because you got it on the arm. You racked up. You racked up. We racked up. You got racks out here, right? Give his money back. Because that ain't nothing. If you racked up, that's chump change. That's fiend change. Fiend change. If you racked up like you say you are. That's why you're funny to me. That's why you're funny style to me. If you racked up like you say you are, give this man his money back. It ain't even pocket change. Not even if you racked up like you say you are, right? People need to be who they really are. Don't be out here being someone you're not. Saying you got things you don't. I don't know why. But I do want to know why that girl got sent money. I want to know that. I got the receipt. I can show her that will. And we're going to find out why she got money. We're going to find that out. I ain't letting that one go. I'll let everything you did go because that's out of my hands. And if you want to play with that, go ahead and walk into that thing for a deal. Watch your ass. Excuse me. Watch you not walk out. Watch you not walk out. Or if you do, it ain't going to be a normal walk. You're going to be limping some. They ain't going to be playing with you. You already got something against you. How you going to fight them off? What you going to do? Oh, you going to pull out something on them? Yeah, right. They ain't got that in the office. They ain't got that in the office. You're funny. You're funny. Oh my gosh. You think bullying your way through as a gangster is what's going to get you into the industry? Do you know how many people are really gangster?
I mean, there are a lot of booty goons in the industry.
It don't even matter. They are still push your wig back. You know, at the end of the day, it don't matter.
That's the point. They might be booty goons, but they still rock hard. Obviously,
they go hard. They ain't no game. Then you play with their family. Oh my gosh! You step into an office, you're like, "This is my big break." They close and lock the door. Uh-oh. You don't get it. You ain't never gonna get it. Guys that's watching, I tried to speak to him. If he doesn't do it, he's too gangster for y'all. So y'all handle it how y'all handle it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm done. He got his chance to. This guy paid him up front. I can't be mad. If it's your fam, they paid him up front. He thought he was too tough. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. He thought he was too tough. I'm thinking about that show that used to come on, Too Tough. He was like, I'm too tough for that. Too tough. And then he goes, you're related to who? You know who? And then he's like, uh-oh. I'm just saying, best of luck to you, man. I tried to help you. Oh, my gosh. I ain't laughed this much in a while. It's just because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen to you. I don't really care. If you don't care, I don't care. But I know what's going to happen. You know, you're saying someone or else. And you got to call other men. Yo, dog. We finna do this? That ain't how it works there. They all just watched this and said he still wants to hold on to his money. Okay. Let him do this and that, and this is happening. Let him do this and that, and this is happening. Watch him do this, and this is going to happen. It ain't even going to involve your dogs. It's you.
What does it matter if it's like, because let's be for real. If you have bread like that, right? I'm not saying that everybody's like the richest person in the world or whatever the situation is, but if you, let's just say, you know what I'm saying, you make a good,
trying to laugh at my phone.
Whatever, 5-6 figures or whatever.
Keep the flip phone.
$1,000 is just like a breeze in the wind, right? Shouldn't it be a breeze in the wind to you? And especially with the amount of success that's coming in after everything that's been happening with what's been released and everything, things going to #1 and all the other stuff and different projects coming out and tours and everything. what does that even matter to even just to give that back to someone?
Listen, we broke boys. I don't know how the rich roll. The rich ain't got 2 G's to drop out the pocket. He's the only person I never seen rich and could drop 2 G's like, keep that chump change. Every rapper I know can do that. Like it's nothing. But he can't. I don't know. Or he's like, I'm too tough. I'm a G. G's don't get money. Really? I don't know. I don't know what his idea of gangster is. I don't know what his idea of being hard is. Because some of the hardest people I know don't need not one man around them to handle business. And I have yet to see that in a generation. They're tough when there's like 12 other guys posing behind them. I never heard that. I never heard that. Every guy I know, they don't need, if they pull up on you, they don't need not one other person. You're in danger. You're running like a track meet. I don't care how hard you are. Down the block. You're a ghost. Because that's what I don't get. But they're so hard. Oh, can't put their pride aside and be like, yo, since you paid me, I'm going to do this song. You're too hard for that. Oh, well, listen, this is just a live. YouTube, you know how I rock. We just talking. I don't know anything. I don't know anybody. Never heard of any relations. Don't know who knows who. Never heard of who knows who. We just here talking. It's a Saturday night. We vibing. I don't know ish. I don't know nothing. I'd applaud him. I'd applaud him, and I'd give them all their respect. Because you're not going to do that to their family and slide off. Oh, I'm gangster. No, dummy, no. I've been trying to tell them that this whole life. And I'm doubling down so it sinks in because they don't get it. But I ain't got nothing to say. Shout to YouTube. YouTube guidelines. Shout out, salute. Salute everyone at YouTube. I ain't got nothing to say. He too gangster for me. He's like, let them ride around. Let Al Capone pull up. That's how you feel? Okay. Okay. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I network. I make connections. And all I know is that there was times that you needed stand up for too. You had someone stand up for you too. But you can't seem to stand up and do something right for someone that reaches out for you. I don't have nothing to say. And I'm just fearful because them other guys, they ain't going to have nothing to say either. And they're going to match that energy. That's the problem. I diffuse problems. I solve investigations. I figure out shady information. Why did that girl get sent money? Why? Queen, can you tell me why a random girl was sent money in a transaction of music?
It may seem to me as if that situation, either someone, I can't wrap my head around it. Like the only thing that I can honestly say is, again, could someone be mixing something to which he said no? He was already getting a beat from somebody else, to which homeboy told him to get that beat, right? So I'm assuming that can't be it. It can't be paying for no engineers or no anything like that, unless if they're mixing homeboy's voice, right? They're doing something to his voice in that manner, or homie just owes shorty some money. I really don't know.
They just
I don't understand it.
I'm a figure that that's something we're going to talk about. But as far as this live and him beating someone with their money, we're done talking about it. This was the one thing they wanted us to talk about. I'm done now. You know, let them know your social media.
All right. So again, you all can hit me up at Queen Prodigy on YouTube and at Twitter. Also, you all can reach out to me on Queen Prodigy 0369 on Instagram. I'm usually hanging out on Instagram, so if you all have any questions, want readings, anything, let me know. Hit me up. I will do my best to accommodate you in a timely fashion. There are a lot of people in my inbox, so be patient with me. And I do a lot of lives, and I do, you know, a lot of things with TheCzarr. So just, you know, work with me and just work it out. But it will get done. Trust and believe. And I appreciate all of, you know, you giving me this opportunity to definitely voice my opinion on this platform. I'm very grateful for it. I appreciate all of those that are coming to my YouTube and subscribing, because it's really popping now. So thank you so much for any of you that are coming from this platform to mine. It's a lot of love, and I appreciate that.
Go subscribe to Queen Prodigy on YouTube. Go check out the Instagram, Queen Prodigy 0369 on Instagram. Go follow her. And on Twitter, Queen Prodigy. Go follow her. Donate. All commenters, for me, donate to Queen Prodigy on Cash App. $ capital Q for Queen Prodigy 369, one word. Everybody go donate. Donate something to her. All the usual donators, go support her. Donate her money. Go for me, for TheCzarr. Donate to her. Donate money and support what she does. She does a lot. Chris, let them know your social media to follow.
All right, you can find me on Instagram. That's Chris_A. That's AY3. Hit me up. Follow me. I'll follow you. You got some stuff you want to talk about? Got some theories? I'm all up for it. Conspiracies? I'm up for it. I'm game.
Chris, do you have a Cash App?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, Chris is gonna make a Cash App tonight, and I'm gonna have it posted in the description of this video once he has it up and he lets me know in Skype. So everyone, I want you guys to donate and support everyone I bring on this. When we get the sponsorship that goes through, everything's going to change and the dynamics are going to be stronger. And it's going to be more than the eyes you see here. This was my one chance to reach out to this growing superstar to do the right thing. If you do not, it is your choice. Go ahead and ball up, counting your few thousands. But you're going to realize those few thousands wasn't worth the future. Not worth what's in the future. And you can try and change the energy. It's not going to work. When you do other people wrong, you know nothing about, wrong gets done to you. And it was just my attempt to get you to do the right thing. That's what the ultimate end is. And I want to know why that girl was part of getting sent money after I heard a song you made. I just want to know that. And I'm going to find this out. And I know she's watching. And if you're watching, gotcha. You rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. You know how to reach me. CZARR_, all rights reserved. One word. And you watch that on Instagram. You can reach me. Say anything you got to say. I match anyone's energy. Come through, say anything you got to say. Anything. I'm always about it. You know that. You know how I rock. You know how we rock here on the station. Subscribe here. Go subscribe to Queen Prodigy on YouTube. Go follow Chris A. RIS_AY3 on Instagram. You know where to reach us. Show respect. You rocking with us. All rights reserved.